This little guy brought me to the rosary. His name is Jizo, and he's a bodhisattva, a being who forgoes nirvana in order to come back and help the people of the world. And Clark brought this statue. He's sort of a folk saint in Japan when I gave birth. And I really connected to him. I really felt something very powerful. And I started learning his mantra, which is Onkaka Kabisama E Soaka, and with the birth of my child. And I started praying to the dead. My children were born, and then I started praying to the dead. Something about that portal opened. And I began saying a Jizo Dharani for every dead person I knew. And ancestors started to come to me. I started getting sent photographs of great-grandparents I didn't know before. Their names started coming to me. Animals started coming into my yard to die. And I would find myself sitting with them and saying the Jizo Dharani. And a couple years after I started doing all this and my ancestor altar started to grow, I found myself needing to pray the rosary. And all I can think, because I wasn't raised Catholic, is that my ancestors in Ireland, my ancestors in France, my ancestors in Poland, my ancestors in Germany, my ancestors in England, all of them were saying, pray the prayer we know, pray the rosary. And I started to pray the rosary. I didn't know any other ex-Buddhists, non-Catholics who prayed the rosary, but there I was praying the rosary. And when I started to pray the rosary, I learned something about the ancestors I'd never known before, was that they were waiting there to help me. It wasn't just that I had to offer prayers to them, they were offering prayers to me. And we were praying together, and we were all trying to create healing. We talk about lineage healing, but lineage healing doesn't just go backwards, it goes forwards. And we send it to our descendants, and we send it back to our ancestors, and we're all being woven together in this fabric of prayer. So when Our Lady finally showed up and said, if you rise to pray the rosary tonight, a column of saints will support your prayer, I knew what she was talking about. Here they were. Here were my column of saints. The animals, the grandparents, the friends, the ancestors I didn't know. And finally, she sent me to get the dirt of my ancestors. And we write about this a lot in Way of the Rose, because our ancestors are the dirt beneath our feet. And they're bearing us up, and they're holding us, and they're ready to give birth to a new green world. And that's why I pray the rosary.